She's got 1,000 thoughts racing in her head, dreams so big they shake her bed, losing track of time, got a heart that chimes like a bell.
Welcome back, everybody, to day 4. Today we are going to be going over the reverse engineering, the time management, and the priorities, okay, on your big goals. Now, this is my 6-month goal, so as I told you guys before, to title what your goal was up in the top up here. I did make myself new pages. I did pre-fill this one out so the video would not be too long on breaking the task up, which I was thinking you guys were supposed to do yesterday. So for measurable, what we're going to do is, after you've picked your task of reverse engineering your goal into smaller sections of what you know that is kind of like, that's how you kind of find that bridge in between your goal and where you're at now. You're going to go over and figure out how you can break each of those goals down into something that you can complete that's manageable, small actions every 1 to 2 weeks total into bite size. So using the how much, how many, and for how long. So the 3 H's. And I can give you some examples while I'm writing in here, and then I will let you continue going forward. So for mine was starting, let's say, the daily ADHD grind. I needed to build a website and pick a name. So my first week task was 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week. For 2 weeks, I was going to work on my website, coming up with the design and color scheme and stuff like that. So that also involved research. So these were little tiny tasks that I did. It was like 30 minutes, pick my colors. The next time I did it was 30 minutes of the layout. And you guys, for anyone that wants to build websites, their Wix has got some of this pre-planned. And so on. And I did this for 2 weeks. And then I completed that and mixing different tasks. So that way it wasn't 3 things. That's all I did all week. I did a couple of things each day from different goals. So now you're going to, on the time bound, this is where we get that urgency, right? Like if someone all of a sudden calls you and they're like, hey, I'm coming over. You have never cleaned so fast in your life. And it gives you that like, oh my gosh, here's the fire, right? That we need to keep going. So you're going to figure out, like, your tasks from your goals. What is more important? What is something that has to be done right away versus it can wait a little bit, and something else that can be like, okay, yeah, that's not like something I need now, right? So mine would be, that was the most important, is I had to have a site and a name for my channel and stuff. So that was like top priority. Secondary task for that would be coming up with content ideas, right? And then third would be like sending out newsletters. Like that's going to be something that is coming up. If you signed up on the thing, I'm going to be sending out like free weekly, like either weekly or monthly, like little tasks and little challenges that are very simple to do, that will be free, that goes out with stuff like that, or any ADHD news or other YouTubers I found very helpful, stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and be quiet right here, and while you guys are working, I do have some music going. So, and of course these are all ADHD songs I created myself, so that way there is no copyright right on YouTube. So you go ahead and take some of your tasks and we'll work with this together, okay?
Finding new ways to push and break on through. Some days feel like foggy skies, but she won't believe the lies. Heart keeps pounding in her chest, never gonna give it less. Gotta keep on moving high, even though she can't see why. Falling off the track is tough, but her dreams are strong enough. heart keeps pounding in her chest, never gonna give it less. Gotta keep on moving high, even though she can't see why. Falling off the track is tough, but her dreams are strong enough. But her dreams are strong enough.
Faces lit by screens, no smiles to be seen. Thumbs are moving fast, but hearts slow like a dream. We type with broken words in shimmery glow. Touch a million hearts, and yet we're so alone.
Staring at the glass where our reflections fade. Can't see the forest lost in pixels and shades.
We're scrolling down the void, endless update stream. Captured by a world that ain't what it seems. We're diving deep, drowning in our own waves, losing touch with heaven, drifted far.
And it's okay if you didn't finish as quickly as I have. I've been doing this a minute. You can go ahead and continue that on afterwards, and especially as you're going through like what is more important, what is not. This is just a quick work through of what I do, and I believe I added some of these for each month, so you could figure out like your monthly goals and time bound and stuff like that. So you can go each month, you'll have a set of goals that you're going to be working on throughout the month. And then I also, do you see how I color coded these up here? So this also is a little key to like a visual reminder for myself, is the one to the left is the most important, has to be done ASAP, can wait a little bit, and then something that's kind of like, okay, yeah, that'd be nice to do, but it doesn't have to be done right now. Here is the month. Like I said, I added new pages in here just to give you guys a quick rundown of the planner, and then here's a day. I just printed out some real quick to add so I could show you guys exactly, like, you see how there's extra goal sheets in there. Those are for each month, and I like to keep this at quarterly so we're not like looking at the whole year and wasting pages. Pretty much disc planners. Okay, so at the top, I color code my goals because I'm doing 3. So just the name of your goal, right? And then like we know that we just did the how many, how much, how long, that we're doing it. So I would write like there. I have that I was filming bulk videos today, which I am. So I was already filling this out. I printed out some new ones real quick, and then I filmed that, as well as I'm doing a deep clean right now. So I put, this is my content, filming bulk content to put up today. And I knew I could multitask because I was already going to be cleaning and I was going to be writing in my planner. Key little tip, so you don't lose your planner and or forget about it. I keep mine right every day next to either on my coffee table in the day, or it's on my side table on my desk that I go and visit every day. So it is always visual and front and center, and I leave my page open just like this. So if I do get sidetracked, I can see it, and with the colors, definitely key. And as you see these 3 little squares over to the right of each task, there it says done, almost, which means you did part of it, but not all of it. And then it says block. So I do not put didn't do it. If you didn't do something, there was a blocker, right? So you were blocked by something. This plays into our emotions and how will we refactor at the end of the week, because you can go back and look at your tasks that you had throughout the week, you know, some that were done mostly, but you couldn't get it all done, whether it was like, since we have a big issue with like time blindness, sometimes we get hyper focused into something and we lose track of all time. So that could have been the situation. And then our first one, I put time blocking, right? So for my bulk content, I just put, you know, gave myself 2 hours, and I do mean 2 hours. That is all I give, and I set alarms with breaks in between, right? Because we don't want to burn out. That's a big thing. So I have a 2 hour block, and every 30 minutes, I give myself a 5 to 10 minute break, and then I stop. So I do 4 sets of 30-minute timers with a 5 to 10 minute break in between to get up, walk around, get out of the situation so I don't get like over hyper focused into it. And then the next one says mindset and PD. And I wanted to let you guys know, because somebody that has been trying out the planner for me, I have people that are testing it right now and going through it with me on the side. And we're going to be doing some reviews afterwards. She's like, I don't know what PD is. So in case you didn't, I think I forgot. So I am going to be updating the planner and doing some modifications. PD stands for personal development, right? So that could be like your mental, for like more happiness, gratitude, anything. That could even be learning a new skill. And then self care, I always tend to write, like right now, I'm trying to work on a skincare routine. I don't really ever do that, and I've been working on it. And then I have making sure that I'm walking and drinking water. So self care is anything that you can do to like help yourself. Like, what do you lack that you're not doing? I feel like water is a big one for us ADHDers. And then 3 good things. This is another key point in the daily planner that's supposed to help build confidence. Um, would love for you guys to write, even if you're like, I didn't do anything good. If you got up and even if you just threw your blanket over, right, and you kind of made your bed that day, or maybe anything, it doesn't matter if it's small or it's good, or maybe, you know, that you wrote, I'm a kind person. Um, I'm really good with my animals. My animals love me, right? Anything. My kids. I made sure my kids got out the door today on time. Nobody was late today. So these are 3 good things that you're going to write about yourself, whether it's you're creative, you're happy, you rinsed your coffee cup out, you know, any of these things. Just 3 good things. This will help build your confidence and self love. And then reminders. This is for like, don't forget, like set your timer or whatever. I have my time blocking. For me, it's call in my meds, and then I will highlight it because we all know if any of you are on medication, there is like this mass short out there. And half the time I forget to take my medication. And so I usually have some left over. But I put my reminders, and then I put a quote of the day, which I always do. You'll have your to dos, say laundry, whatever it is that you have going on that day, and then notes. This is where I tend to keep my blocker notes about the day, my emotions, stuff like that. And you can use it for whatever you like. I hope you guys enjoyed today. This was more of like a hands on. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and see you later.